This is a pick a card reading for how to connect with your inner peace as well as keep it. So take time to get grounded at this time. Close your eyes if you would like, and I'm going to play the sound bowl softly so that you're able to choose your pile and just connect with your higher self or ask spirit or whomever you connect well with, even your ancestors, and decide which pile or piles are for you. So I'll give you a moment to decide between these three piles. Once you've selected your pile, click on the timestamp in the description below, and I'll see you at your video. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. So with the first cards, I'm going to show you, this is about just what situation is going on right now that you all need to hear about at this time. And it's really to confirm that this is your reading. So those that pick pile number 1 with the 5 of Pentacles, I'm getting that there was some sort of situation that you feel that someone left you hanging, left you out in the cold, and either you felt like they moved on without you in some type of way and that you were left to fend for yourself, or this could be just you like really thinking about certain hard times that you've had before where you were basically in a rough time in your life. I am getting that this has to do with something of the past or something that you're currently working through at this time. With the 8 of Cups, I'm getting that you are in a space that you're deciding to move on with your life, maybe from this specific moment or period in your life. Like you're tired of replaying or reliving that moment, and you just want to basically move forward, and you want to connect with better opportunities, better people, more abundant energy overall, more abundant in experiences for you. Like you are ready to put your best foot forward. And then with the King of Cups being here, I feel like Cups being the main part of your cards here, it's letting me know that your emotions have played a huge part. So maybe you just think about your past a lot, and that affects your current emotions, especially when it comes to you wanting to put your best foot forward into new experiences, or even giving more attention to family and friends and loved ones. You kind of have a hard time because of certain emotions that you have, in certain ways that your mind can play tricks on you at times. And I also see with the King of Pentacles, like, you have the ability to get in control of that if that's something that you really, really, really would like to do. It's going to take you just pushing yourself a little bit and having some confidence with wanting to do better with certain aspects of yourself. And this includes like not procrastinating anymore and things like that. And maybe you have spent too much time focusing on someone else, and it distracted you from what you've been wanting to do for yourself and what is going to emotionally fulfill you. So we also have the Everything is Fine, and the Chariot card came out together. So this alone is letting me know that with this Everything is Fine card, within this card, she's looking at her phone. So I feel like you guys have been getting really distracted, and it has to do with the past, and it has to do with your interests as well, but you've been more procrastinating on whatever you've been really wanting to do. And so I feel like with all these swords, it's your own mindset that can kind of bring you down a bit more than anything, because I'm not getting that it is any type of outside factors, even though you're probably thinking about a specific person. Like, they've really moved on and they're focused on what they want to do with their life, but you're still kind of stuck on certain moments in time. And so that's a distraction, like kind of getting stuck and thinking about things about the past as well. So maybe you tell yourself that everything is fine when it's really not, or tell yourself or tell others that things are fine when you're not in a good space. So I'm getting this as you like needing to let that go, let go of trying to hide how you really feel. Also let go of whatever situation that has been holding you back, even if it's certain things about yourself. You have to know when to let go now, because it was okay a certain time to think about it, but you don't want to stay wallowing in the pain or wallowing in whatever the disappointment was. So then the Chariot also came out with Everything is Fine. So I'm getting that with the Chariot, it's like you needing to, the Chariot also represents your mindset, having a more stable mindset. And I feel like once you let the things you need to release go, and you've already been aware of what it is that you need to release, I feel like once you release it, then you're going to be in a much better balanced mindset. And also with the Chariot, I'm also getting like there's something that you can quickly release, like right now, if you really wanted to. And so you just have to put your mind to that, and as soon as you release, then there's going to be blessings and rewards and things of what you've been working towards and putting the effort into. Like, that is going to come to you faster as soon as this release happens. So these next oracle cards that I'm pulling for you. They are focused on what you can do to keep your inner peace or connect with your inner peace. So we have choose love over fear. And we also have understand your body. So with choose love over fear, I'm getting, it's pretty much self-explanatory that you have to choose loving yourself above all else. You have to choose the energy of love, the vibration of love, regardless of what fear that you are having. Maybe you're paranoid by that past experience and it's making you really fearful and want to just stay in the same space, or you keep getting frozen in the same space every time you're trying to move forward to something new. Then this fear comes up, but you have to continue to choose love and choose what you love to do. That is what's really going to help you get through the fear. And also you have understand your body. So with understand your body, I'm getting that you really have to be in a space that you're willing to listen to the signals that your body has been giving you, especially if you've been needing more rest, or if something is bothering you. There are certain signals that your body gives you, like for example, your stomach can turn in knots if there's a situation that you're nervous about, or being around the wrong type of energy or wrong type of people. Like it can give you those certain uncomfortable feelings, but you just really want to pay attention to what vibes and energy you're getting, especially around certain people. And when you do certain activities as well, pay attention to what is really enjoyable for you or what doesn't feel so good, and weigh things out accordingly on what you want to continue, what you want to pick up doing, or what you want to release as well. You just have to listen to what your body is telling you that it needs and what feels right for you. Go with what feels right. Then the next cards I have is about what you can focus on in order to keep your inner peace. So the card Forgiveness and Beauty, these cards came out together. And then the cards Dreams and Inspiration also came out together. So forgiveness, and then we have the card Beauty. So with these cards coming out together, I am getting the sense that you have to work on forgiving yourself. Especially if you want to see the beauty in yourself more and the beauty in others and in your life in general. It's going to take you forgiving yourself. Maybe it's for that situation that you can't stop thinking about, but you have to forgive yourself, especially if you didn't know as much as you know now, and notice all the beauty and growth that has taken place since that situation has happened. I feel like that is what's going to give you a lot of inner peace, and in order to stay connected with that inner peace, you have to continuously think about the beauty of where you are right now and your physical beauty as well. You have to think about beauty that is within you and beauty that is outside of you. And that is what's really truly going to help, and focus on self-love, of course. And then we have Dreams and Inspiration. These two cards came out together. So what you need to focus on in order to keep your inner peace, you have to focus on your dreams that you do want to accomplish that are ahead of you, instead of continuously looking back at what didn't go right. You have to allow yourself to focus on what you truly desire, and get that inspiration that you need. Get it from yourself, from those experiences, thinking about how strong you've been in those experiences, or how you've always managed to find a way, even when things didn't look so easy. You gotta pull inspiration from yourself and really encourage yourself about your own dreams, because no one is going to do that better than you. And then if you need extra inspiration, then that's when you look outside of yourself, like, you know, maybe finding someone online that inspires you, or a certain family member or friend, or maybe even a boss or a coworker, anyone who you feel inspires you. But make sure that you are inspiring to yourself as well. Also, I'm getting that for some of you, your dreams have been like really giving you signs on what projects or what things you can start up, and what you really get inspired by. So, like, take messages from your dreams to help them, use them to help you with your waking life, and what you want to do next, because some of you do get those type of answers to you during dreams. And then the last cards I have for you are some activities that you can do in order to connect with your inner peace. So the first card I have for you is look to the stars. So not all three of these activities are going to be relatable to everyone, with these three different cards, but that's why I pulled three cards, because it's going to be different for everyone that's listening to the videos. But for some of you, you can look to the stars, literally go outside, and lay under the stars. That'll give you a lot of peace, and make sure you're getting outside and getting some fresh air. And then for others of you, with this card, I'm also getting like listen to astrology videos, or read upon astrology. Like, this could be something that you really do connect with, and it can really explain in depth, like, more situations that you need to look at, or it can explain like certain things, uplifting messages that you need to hear. You can either look at, you know, videos on my channel, or there's other inspiring readers as well that do astrology and horoscope readings. So I'm getting that might help. Also, just be open to like learning new information, and receiving information at nighttime for some of you happens a lot, and you gotta just pay more attention to what you're coming across. And that gives you peace, like when you're learning. I'm getting, for whomever connects with this card, it gives you peace to learn new things, and as well as to learn more about yourself, about your signs, your sun, moon, or rising. Like, that gives you a lot of peace also. And then we also have use your hands. So do activities that you can use your hands, point and blank. This can include art. It can include cooking, or even cleaning. For some of you, that helps, like, to give you peace of mind when you're cleaning. There's lots of activities that you can do with your hands, so you'll have to decide what you feel is best. But it's something that gives you peace whenever you're using your hands. And then the last card we have is Sing. So that also is pretty self-explanatory. So thank you, pile number 1, for listening. Please like this video and also share it if you really enjoyed it. And subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more videos. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. The first cards I have for you is to describe a current situation or a energy or situation that you might be facing at the time or that you have faced before. So we have the 8 of Swords, the 3 of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. And this is also how you're going to be able to tell that this is your pile. So feel free to pick another pile if this doesn't even sound like it relates to you at all. But for those that pick pile number 2, with 8 of Swords, I am getting that you've been very fearful in general, and staying in your head a lot when it comes to certain projects and certain things that you've been really wanting to do. You've possibly been feeling stuck for a while, not knowing exactly how you want to make your move, and so you've been procrastinating, or it's just been causing you not to move very quickly as you would like to. You more so have been like feeling like things are moving really, really slow. And maybe this is also the pile that always feels like they're watching other people accomplish certain things, and they're the ones that wonder why, like, why I can't get this done, or why can't I stay as focused as that person. Like, you kind of let comparison get in the way. And maybe for some of you, this fear also stems from childhood memories and childhood just experiences. Even experiences when I say childhood, I also mean being a teenager as well. And for young adults, some of you might have issues that you've had as a young adult as well, and that fear just kind of stuck with you. And I'm also getting that this is fear about just putting yourself out there or feeling comfortable with people, like getting intimate with people in general and getting on a deeper level, maybe with people that you already know, but showing another side to yourself. Like, there's a lot of different fear that is playing a part here. And with each and every one of those swords, I feel like they represent something, and it's always some type of fear that is popping up, especially whenever you really want to get something accomplished, or whenever you really are excited about something. Then that's when fear seems to just mess with you all the time. And I feel like it really, really, really makes you stuck, but you try. It makes you feel stuck, but you try your best to work through it. And then maybe sometimes you get past the fear, and then it comes back for some of you also. And then for 3 of Pentacles, I'm getting that there are like people interested in your work, they're interested in what you do, but for some of you, you're not ever gonna know until you put yourself out there, and until you're brave enough and have enough courage to just not care about what others think, because it's that self-comparison with other people that kind of gets in your way. but I'm getting like you would have a lot of support if you just be open to doing something new. And maybe this is also you sharing a talent that you normally would keep to yourself and you wouldn't normally allow just anyone to watch or anyone to see you. Like, this is something that you normally just do at home, within your room, or within your own space. And I'm getting this is something that you really need to allow yourself to open up and share, because there's going to be so much people that are interested in what you do. And I think that's what a fear is too for some of you, that you don't think that what you do is good enough, or you don't think it stands out. Um, and these are just thoughts that you tell yourself that aren't necessarily true. Also, this Three of Pentacles is about you being in your life purpose, and enjoying yourself and being able to do what you really want. So I'm getting like you have this excitement in you, you have this real beautiful talent, but you just have to be more open with it. And even if you have been open with it, it's about you expanding and trying more different ways and different approaches to either reach other people with it, or just to express yourself even more. And then we have the Ten of Swords. So with the Ten of Swords, with this reading, I'm getting that, that might be you scrolling on social media. She has a phone in her hand. You might scroll on social media a lot, and you always, think about how others have what they have, and you're a very vigilant person. Like, you have big visions and you visualize a lot. You have big dreams. But I also get a sense like you have a hard time at understanding how you should get each task done. Like, that's the part where you get stuck on, is either sticking to tasks, sticking to goals, or it's just about planning them out and mapping them out. And then you get distracted. That's when you get distracted. That's when you start self-comparing, like when you can't figure out what to do next. And I'm getting like it's a lot of mental things that bring you down. Like the swords represents your mentality. It represents the way that you communicate and everything too. So I think it's a lot of you that just get in your head, and you get in your own way, when it comes to anything that you want to do, including socializing more. Like I said, some of you have the fear of intimacy, but you also really deep down want to socialize. You really deep down want love. You really deep down want connection with people. But this also like could be you isolating yourself. I forgot to mention that part too. And then we also have the King of Pentacles here. So with the King of Pentacles, I'm getting that for those that pick pile number 2, you, like I said, have all of the talent. You have all that you need at this time, all of your tools. But once you learn how to use those tools, like this is what you'll be, the King of Pentacles. You'll be on top. You'll have all the abundance and rewards and blessings flowing through, especially those of you that have been putting in work and waiting to see certain results. It's like it's certain confidence that you have to have in order to see more of those results. If you already been doing a lot of work to get, what was discussed, it is about your confidence. And I do feel like once you have a lot more confidence, then that's when you're going to see a lot of those manifestations come into fruition. And I'm getting that this is a very abundant, wealthy pile as well. just by holding this card, I feel like when you stop sitting on your talents and when you stop playing it small, then that is when you're going to really, really grow and also be more mature as well. And you're going to be able to handle everything. I think also some of the fear that some of you have is about your power. It is about you standing in your power and sharing your light. It is about you. Some of you have fears about being rich or wealthy. Um, and I'm hearing spirit like saying you have to get over that, because you don't want to stay in a lack mindset or be in a lack mindset. And some of you, it is really just your birthright to be wealthy, so you can't allow that to stand in your way. You have to really work through these fears, and with the Ten of Swords, you have to really release them and put an end to them. So it might be helpful for you to do that with full moon energy, or just in general. Daily write down what you want to release as well. That might be helpful. So the next two oracle cards that I have for pile number 2, these cards are what you can do in order to connect with your inner peace. So I have follow the golden rule, and the next card, know your truth. So with follow the golden rule, I feel like for those of you that are afraid to put yourself out there and connect with other people or get more intimate, I feel like a golden rule for you would be, of course, to treat others the way you would like to be treated, be kind, be respectful, but literally treat yourself kind. Say kind things to yourself. Don't compare yourself to other people. Like, be more kind to what your qualities are and compliment yourself more. Like, pour into your own cup. That is one of the best golden rules that you have, is to fill your own cup before you worry about other people. And it's not to say you can never help other people or be there for them, but you want to be able to fill your own cup and be there for yourself in the best ways. Also, this goes for complimenting yourself. Also being able to encourage yourself is a huge thing that you have to keep in mind. But just taking care of you first should be the golden rule. And then also seeing where you can help others. And I'm talking about when it comes to adults, not necessarily children, because I know that can be different. But yeah, with the golden rule, just make sure you're taking care of your mental health, physical health, and emotional health. And just doing whatever you can to feel at your best, and then welcome other people in from there. And then for know your truth, I'm getting, you just have to be confident in what your truth is and everything that you have within you, what you can do with what you have, and just knowing your truth alone of who you are is what's going to help you to be able to be more confident and be able to connect with more people, because you attract like-minded people. You attract the people that are on your same vibration. So just know yourself, spend time with yourself, connect with yourself, and then know that that's going to help you better when you want to connect with other people and have more experiences. So know yourself, try new things. If you feel like you've been out of touch with yourself and you haven't quite felt yourself, just try new things, try new activities, try getting out the house more if you always stay in, or try staying in a little bit more, spending time to yourself if you're always out and about with others. Like, it's gonna be different for everyone, but you just have to really get to know who you truly are, and as you truly are for the present day, not on what you used to be, not on what you used to act like. Or for some of you, this is about releasing your past identity and your old identity, and getting you used to the new you. And when I say that, I mean the person that you've become, like after learning or unlearning certain things within your life. Like, you accept you for who you are at this time. And then I also have these oracle cards that explain what you can focus on in order to keep your inner peace. So we have the card Friendship, Lighten Your Load, and Well-Being in reverse. So with Friendship, in order to connect with your inner peace and keep your inner peace, you want to focus on, like I said, connecting with like-minded people. You don't want to just surround yourself with just anyone just to pass the time, or just because you're bored. Like, you really want to make sure you're connecting with, you know, those meaningful connections that you can see yourself with long term. And nothing is wrong with like having a good time and getting to know people, you know, for the moment, but you do want to make sure that it's beneficial for you, your future, your family, your children. You know, consider more than just only the present moment. And you got to be open. For some of you, you got to be open to having long-term friendships. I'm getting some of you, you've had long-term relationships, but you haven't had really long-term friendships with people. And you got to kind of focus your energy on being a better friend. And in order to be a better friend with others, you also have to focus on being a better friend to yourself. And I'm also getting that you have to just focus on, the people that you surround yourself with are very, very extremely important, especially when it comes to you putting yourself out there in business. Like, focus on the people, not necessarily that you would become friends with, but at least people that are like-minded and they're respectful and they have some of the same qualities as you. And maybe it could grow into a friendship. You never know. And then we have Lighten Your Load. So for some of you, in order to focus on your inner peace, you really are going to have to think about what you need to take off your plate. Especially if you've been feeling weighed down mentally. Like, there's some mental things that you can take off your plate from worrying about, especially when it comes to other people. Sometimes you're carrying other people's worry, stress, especially empaths. Like, you have to clear your energy and just focus on what really is in control and what is your business. You have to mind your business in order to lighten your load. And then for some of you, I'm getting this as a message, like, you will be getting more on your plate if you only have it on your mental plate, but you haven't had enough, like, physically being able to do enough. Like, you're going to get more physically into activities and things, but you're going to have to lighten that mental load first so you can handle whatever else is next, because you can't just live in your head. You're going to have to learn how to live within your body and, you know, let the worries and stress just melt away as you get tasks done, as you get goals done and goals accomplished. And then we have well-being in reverse. So I feel like with this card, being in reverse, it's saying like you really, really, really have to focus on your well-being, because like I said, some of you get distracted thinking about other people, and sometimes you're thinking about the people that really inspire you, or you really truly care about and you truly love, and people that are close to you, but you get so distracted that you're not focused on your own well-being, you're not focused on your mental health, your physical health, or emotional health, or all three. Like, you have to focus more on what's best for you and your goals, because that is for your well-being, to be focused on your goals. And these goals could have to do with work, it could have to do with play, it could have to do with being social, but you have to do whatever you feel is necessary in the time. And then the last three cards I have for you are activities that you can do that are going to help you connect with your inner peace, and it's going to be different for everyone. So all three of these cards could relate or not. But we have make a vision board first. So especially for those of you that are having trouble with finding out what task you should do, you should make a vision board. And also, if you don't want to make an actual vision board, then write out your goals. And if you already do things like that, sometimes it's a matter of you paying attention to one of these visions or goals at a time and breaking that down to, okay, what can I do on a daily basis in order to focus on this goal, in order to get this dream accomplished? What can I do? And you literally have to ask yourself this. You literally have to write it down, what your answers are and what you're feeling. But just focus on your goals, on getting those tasks done, especially if you've been putting it off and procrastinating, knowing that you want to get it done. Like, just go. This is your sign. Like, go do with what you've been putting off or waiting on. And then you have alone time. So with alone time, I'm getting that for those that connect with this card, you have to basically spend more time connecting with yourself, like I discussed, and you have to spend alone time like trying new activities or doing things that make you feel confident, especially if you don't feel very confident doing certain things in front of people. If you get nervous a lot or anxiety a lot when you're around people, like, you might just want to spend more time getting comfortable doing certain things by yourself, until you open up and until you're ready to share that and open up when you're ready. But you just want to go with the flow, go with what you're feeling that you need to do. It's not necessarily a certain activity that I'm picking up on, but you really just have to spend time being playful and just exploring, whether that's at home or getting out the house, going to new places. And then the last card I have is deep breathing. So you just want to practice more deep breathing every single day. This helps you get in touch with your heart chakra and your heart center. It also helps breathe life and energy into all the other chakras as well. And if you don't know about chakras, then do some research on chakras and on certain deep breathing techniques and certain energy work that you could do, that you could get into, or even certain music that you can listen to during deep breathing. But just get into doing these exercises for yourself more on a weekly or daily basis, and see how much better you feel, especially when it comes to worrying and stressing. And also with deep breathing, I'm getting that you have to just take a deep breath, right before you're about to do something that you're fearful of or that scares you. Like, take some deep breaths and remind yourself who you are, where you are, encourage yourself, like that you're safe and that you're just gonna have fun and allow it to happen. And then just go for it. Go for whatever you've been wanting to do. So thank you, Pyle number 2, for listening. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I have a lot more videos that you guys can watch, and please share this video as well if you enjoy. Thanks for watching. Hello, Pyle number 3. Welcome to your reading. Oh, let me leave that out there for you. So the first cards that I'm going to show you, they're describing certain situations that either you're going through currently or that you have gone through before. And just, you're going to know if this resonates with you. If it does not resonate with you, you can always feel welcome to pick a different pile. So this is how you're going to know that this is your pile. So we have the Page of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. So with the Page of Wands, I'm getting that for those that pick this pile, you are in a space where you are about to venture out into new projects or new experiences or something exciting for yourself. And I believe that you've been thinking about this for a long time. You've been manifesting it or planning it out in general. And for some of you, you've been isolated, and so that is the reason why it's been a long time you planning this and manifesting this, because for some, you've been isolated like before the pandemic even took place, and so I'm just getting like you're ready to start your new experiences and step into your new beginning. Then with the Ace of Swords, I'm feeling like this is you needing to call in protection and set boundaries in general, because you're going to be sharing yourself a lot more with other people. And like I said, for some of you, it's been a long time since you really put yourself out there, or since you really expanded. Especially I feel this is about career, and this is about just being social again in general. So I feel like with the Ace of Swords, you're just going to get more serious about prioritizing what's important when it comes to family, when it comes to friendships, when it comes to yourself, your own time. Like, you're just getting very strict when it comes to your self-discipline. I also feel like it's representing like maturity as well, coming up with these new experiences. Like, you're gonna feel a lot more mature and able to use your wisdom that you've obtained, you know, from these lessons of when you were isolated or when you were more to yourself. You're really going to use that for your newer experiences. And I feel like having a moment of truth with yourself, especially if you've been scared to get back out there. And I feel like the moment of truth you have with yourself is what's going to push you into really stepping into your power and really stepping into these newer experiences like you've been wanting to. So with the Six of Pentacles, I'm getting that a lot of you had to learn about receiving more if you've always been the receiver, you've had to learn to give more. So it's like that lesson about give and take and doing more for others than you do for yourself. Like you've learned a lot about that. Um, and then for some of you, like I said, it's about you learning to do for others rather than being so selfish. And so I feel like you've learned your lesson. Like for some of you, you have been isolated and more to yourself because certain experiences had to happen. So you can finally learn this for yourself, the lesson of give and take. Um, and giving more or receiving more. And receiving more, it's about being in your feminine energy. So you really have to learn to tap into your feminine energy for some of you. Also, with the Six of Pentacles, I'm feeling like a lot of you already have an idea of what you want to give your energy and effort into. Like you have a very strong knowing that you want to do certain projects, you want to connect with certain people. You also have a very strong knowing that you want to like do things like that have to do with giving to the less fortunate, like donations or charity work or even volunteering. Like you know that you've been having these ideas that you've been wanting to do more of this now. And so there's no reason for you to wait anymore, is what I'm getting right now. Like you can start now, you can give back now. You can also put in effort towards those projects and things that you've really been thinking a lot about and been wanting to do, but maybe you've been procrastinating on them. Also, projects that you need to finish, you should start on those. And then with the Ten of Pentacles, I'm getting like there will be success in all that you put your mind to and all that you want to do. And I'm getting that you have the tools that are necessary to get exactly what you want. Whatever that goal has been, like I said, even if it's trying to be more social, like you have the tools that you need. It's just about you believing in yourself when it comes to that. And I'm getting that this is a wealthy pile as well. One of the other piles was also a wealthy pile, so that one might be connected to you too. But I'm getting this is the pile that are entrepreneurs, and you might already own your own business, and a lot of you are interested in like helping the community, and you have your small businesses, or you really want to start up a small business or something like that. But that's the energy that I'm picking up on. Like if you connect with this reading, like then this is your pile. So in order for you to keep your inner peace, these next two cards I have is stay open-minded and you are never alone. So for stay open-minded and you are never alone, I'm getting that for stay open-minded, some of you have beat up yourself because maybe you felt like you've messed up your life in some type of way. You feel like you messed up your social life in some type of way, like maybe your reputation got ruined, or you feel like you haven't been expressing yourself or revealing yourself, showing yourself to the world like you normally would want to, and you have some sort of regret, like the way that your past have gone. And I'm getting with the stay open-minded, like Spirit is saying, you still have time to turn things around. Things are still turning in your favor. Whatever did happen, that was supposed to happen that way, so that you can gain your confidence, so you can gain strength, and so you can have your enthusiasm for what you're about to do. So I feel like stay open-minded is Spirit telling you to stay confident, stay encouraged. Like, don't give up and think that things are over for you or done for you as far as certain goals or dreams go. And then for you are never alone. In order for you to connect with your inner peace, like, you have to think about that you are not meant to be alone, especially if you've been alone for a good chunk of your life. You feel like you have to isolate or turn within, maybe from guilt or shame about certain things in your life. But you have to realize you're not alone. You have people in your life that really care about you. They love you. If there are not physical people around you, that you feel like God loves you, angels love you, your ancestors love you. And if you ask your ancestors, if you ask God to send you friends, to send you, like-minded people, they're going to do that. And you have to be ready, of what you're asking for. But also just realize that you need love. We all need love. And you're not alone in what you're going through either. There's other people, who's listening that are going through the same thing. You're also going to find that you're not alone when you get out there and share, when you get out there and share your story and share who you are with the world and finally open up. You're going to realize that there are other people that need your inspiration. They need to hear from you. Because they're going through the same thing as well. And that's going to be amazing for you when you see how many people you really help just by being who you are and just by speaking your truth. And I'm getting that's what the Ace of Swords also could be about, like you being on a platform or you speaking in some sort of way, like even on social media or in person, telling someone your story or something, you're really going to be able to inspire others just from that. And you might not even be expecting it. And then the next cards I have is what you can do in order to, or what you can focus on in order to stay connected to your inner peace. So we have reconciliation, finding and psychic abilities, and then life purpose. So with reconciliation, I am getting that for some of you, this is about you coming back to yourself and finding a part of yourself that you may felt have gotten lost in the shuffle of life, and through going through certain circumstances or situations, you might have felt that you lost a huge part of yourself and you've been struggling to find it, but you haven't really felt connected to that. I'm getting that it has to do with you being more playful, trying new activities, and it's about you finding your light again. That's really going to give you that inner peace that you need. And this is how you keep it when you finally connect with your own light, your own magic, and when you finally are embracing yourself and feeling more confident in yourself. It never leaves. That confidence will stay now if you just try, if you just get back up and try again. And then we have finding in psychic abilities. So these cards that I have is finding and psychic abilities. So because these cards came out together, I feel like this is the Pyle that knows that you're different. You know that you naturally stand out. And this is why you've been isolated, because you haven't fully felt comfortable standing out and being so different. And with psychic abilities, with this card, I'm getting that most of you know that you have psychic abilities and that You have a very strong intuition and you're able to read people's energy very well. This is also the pile for empaths. So, like, in general, with finding and psychic abilities here, I feel like this is you finding ways to get comfortable being so different, and with your psychic abilities, you find ways to be comfortable, like no matter if you're around other people or out in public or whatever, like especially in social settings. I feel like this is about you finding your peace and balance with that. That is what's going to give you the most peace if you accept that you're different, and if you accept that you're made to stand out, you're not meant to blend in. And some of you have been trying to camouflage and blend into crowds, or blend into other blend into the background, like even when it comes to jobs, even when it comes to certain social things, like you don't want to be seen, you don't want to be in the spotlight. When it comes to your own career, like you might be that person that doesn't like really being on camera. You don't like really being in the spotlight, but you're being called out by spirit. You're being called out by the universe to think bigger, to stop playing it small, to share your light right now. And so I feel like you have to find your comfort within sharing your gifts to the world and your talents to the world. And it can be in any way that you like. So that is what's going to allow you to keep your inner peace if you find what is comfortable for you, even though you do stand out and you are different. If you just find that feeling within an activity or just within your own courage and confidence, if you just find that within yourself to accept this is who you are, this is who you always will be, and nothing or no one will ever change that, and you can show it off. You have to find it within you to show it off, because for some of you, you really do not like showing off. You really are a humble person, and it's nothing wrong with being humble, but you do have to share your light, is what I'm getting from spirit. And then we have life purpose. So again, you're being called into your life purpose fully, to live into your life purpose. And you're not going to live your life purpose if you're isolated, or if you lock yourself in a room or stay at home majority of the time. That's not really living. You have to get to the point where you literally get outside, and get grounded, get fresh air, get around other people. You need that. Also with life purpose, I'm just getting like this really strongly talking about being in a career, being surrounded by like-minded people, being focused on building family, building better connections. Like this is, we all have several different purposes in life, and like you have to get more focused, pile 3, on what more you want to do at this time for your growth, in order to be more open with yourself and with others. Like I'm getting that you really have to get comfortable with opening up and being more social. So you might also want to work on your sacral chakra, your root chakra, and your solar plexus and heart chakra. That'll really be helpful for you. And then the last 3 cards I have for you, pile 3, are what activities that you can do in order to connect with your inner peace. So the first card we have is rest. So for some of you, you worry too much, so you need to get your mental rest and emotional rest and allow things just to flow naturally. Know that it's okay that you don't have the answers to everything. You don't know how everything's going to play out all the time. It's natural for you just to take a step at a time and just live life more as an experience than being so calculating. Also with, you literally need to just sleep have a better sleeping schedule. Some of you are sleeping too late and too late, or some of you are just not sleeping enough. Like you have to balance out your sleeping schedule a lot better. And then we have clear your energy field. So with this card, most of you are very spiritual, so you already are aware of some of the things that you can do to clear your energy field. But yeah, use whatever type of sage bundles that you're comfortable using to sage yourself, sage your home, even sage your loved ones if they're approving of it. But you have to spend time on clearing your aura more. Also, you can take spiritual baths. You can also use selenite, crystals to clear certain blockages. There's many things. You can also use incense and drink certain tea. Like, it's going to depend on the person, but do your research and make sure you clear your energy, especially because you pick up on a lot of other people's energies, and we all do, but empaths especially, like, other people's energy are magnetized towards you, towards your light. And so you really have to just take more time protecting yourself, protecting your energy. And then speaking of that, the last card is energy work. So some of you really need to do energy work. For some of you, I am getting that you have to get into Reiki. So like if there's someone in your town, you could go in person. That'll be perfect. Like if you could find a Reiki master to go to, or I'm sure there are people online that have Reiki as well. Also, you can listen to sound bowl healing, or there's all different type of energy work. Also with crystals, like anything that you feel comfortable with that's going to give you peace of mind and help you to connect with spirit and feel grounded, protected, safe. Anything that helps you connect with any of your chakras, you're going to have to do your research on what's going to be best for you. And if you don't know a lot about chakras, then this is your sign to do research on chakras. Also, you can use certain candles. Like there's many different things that you can try, and maybe try something new. If you always do the same thing, try something different. But thank you, Pyle number 3, for listening to this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this video. I have plenty more content. Also, I have Instagram if you guys want to follow me at Just Lovely Energy on Instagram as well. Please share this video if you really enjoy, and thanks for watching.